Number 2, we're asked to determine the distance between a point and a plane. The nice thing about that is it's in Cartesian form, which is kind of what we need for finding out distances. So we know our distance is the absolute of the coefficients times the coordinate values. So x coefficient is 8, x value is 3. Y is -8 times 2. 4 for the z times 3 minus 7. And over the magnitude of our coefficients. So 8 squared, -8 squared, and 4 squared. And don't forget on the top, those are absolute signs. Okay, so we end up with 13, and it's positive, over root 144, in other words, just 13 over 12. And you can leave it that way or change it to a decimal if you want to. Let's call it units. In part B, determine the distance between two planes. Well, what you hopefully notice about the planes is that our normals are both the same, but our value at the end is different. So these two planes are parallel to one another. So basically it's the same question as the previous one. If I can get a point from one plane, I can use it to figure out the distance to the other plane. So the easiest thing to do is find a point on a plane. So I can find a point on that plane by making some numbers become zeros. Let's make our z0, our y0. We'd be left with 2x minus 16 equals 0. In other words, 2x equals 16, so x is 8. Now you can pick a different point if you want to. You can make your x 0, your z 0, and pick the value for y that makes it true. Y would be -16 in that case. Same thing if you want to do for z. It doesn't really make a difference. Once you do that, we're back to the same kind of question as part A, in that we're using our coefficients times our values. So the coefficient is 2, -1, and 2. But what's nice is our y value is 0, our z value is 0. Don't forget the 24 at the end. Okay. And then we can do the same thing on the bottom with our coefficients. Make sure if you're using a point from plane 1 that you used the coefficients on plane 2 or vice versa. Okay, on top we'll get absolute of 40. On bottom we get the square root of 9. So we're going to end up with 40 over 3. And you're done.